Hello, sports fans and baseball fans. It's me, Sportsman Z Bob Zolke. I'm here with another digital diamond game for you. This one comes from the Great Teams set of teams. So today we're going to have the 2002 Anaheim Angels playing the 1954 Cleveland Indians. And I will be the Indians GM. As you can see, the pitching matchup, and I have no reason to change either one of these pitchers, will be Kevin Appier for the 2002 Anaheim Angels and Bob Feller for the Cleveland Indians. And again, my apologies to people. I know I haven't put up a card and dice game in a while. I hope to do it sometime this week, but we'll see. With my health issues, and the possible side effects from that, it just makes setting it up and doing all the stuff that I have to do to process the video. It's just a little bit much while I'm still working. So hopefully we will be able to overcome those hurdles in the future and in the near future and get some games up for you, because I do have some very interesting matchups that I would like to do. But in the meantime, let's get on with this game. We're going to set the lineups, and let's see here. You can see the batting order here for the Angels. And I will play ball. So you've got Eckstein up. He's the first batter for the Angels. He hit 293 in 2002. And we will pitch with Bob Feller on the mound. And of course, Bob Feller, he was 13-3 with a 309 earned run average, but Eckstein gets a board on him. So he gets a single, and that brings up Troy Glaus. People remember Troy Glaus fondly, maybe. He had a 352 on base percentage, though. That's going to be a walk, though, and now Feller has dug himself a little bit of a hole, as he's got two runners on with no outs, and Garrett Anderson is the batter. He hit 306 with 29 home runs in 2002. This will, however, be a strikeout, so Feller helps himself a little bit there with a strikeout. Two runners still on, and Tim Salmon up. And Tim Salmon is going to be out to the shortstop. And that brings up Brad Fulmer. So there's two down, and there are runners at first and second. And that is an out. So the Indians will come to the plate, and the first batter is going to be Vic Wertz. And he's going to be out. Next batter is Sam Dente. Sam Dente hit only 266 in 1954, but we will see what he can do. He can hit a single. So there you go. Sam Dente is aboard for us with only one out. Bobby Avila's up. He hit 341 with a 402 on base percentage and 15 home runs in 1954, but he is going to fly out to Garrett Anderson. Which brings up Al Rosen. And Al Rosen hit 300 with 24 jacks in 1954. And he's going to hit a single. And it's only a one-base single. So there's runners at first and second with two down, similar to the situation that the Angels had in the top of the first inning. And Larry Doby is up, but he's going to strike out. So the Indians go down, and we have a 0-0 tie after one inning. And we will swing away with oh no, there isn't. We're not out of the inning. All right, so we're going to swing away with Larry Doby. Hit 272 with 32 homers. Now he's out. Okay, so now we're out of the inning. Don't know what happened there last inning, but anyway, it is 0-0 after one. Anaheim is up, and we will pitch to Adam Kennedy, who hit 312. 7 home runs, but 6 triples, but he is out. He's going to ground out to Avila at second, and that brings up Darren Erstad. Darren Erstad is going to be out. So there's 2 down quickly. Another reason that I'm doing like computer games until I have the energy to do the card and dice games is that the computer games in a lot of cases are very quick videos. And in my opinion, they're easier to watch. It's easier for me to watch something on a screen than to watch, a card and dice game. And they are a little long. They tend to be a little longer. But the processing is a lot different for the two. And we've got Jim Hegan up. Hegan hit 234, but he had 12 homers. And that is going to be 2 down, and Dave Philly is the batter. The processing is a little different because I have to download from my phone to the to the website, and then I have to edit it. And but as where with this, Kevin Appier is the batter that feller's going to face here in the top of the third. As where with this, I can. This game is, first of all, not very long. It doesn't take long to play, and it's instantly on my computer. I don't have to download it from anywhere. I don't have to do any of that. And so the processing is a little easier and quicker. And that is going to, that's better for me right now. David Eckstein has gotten aboard again, and Troy Glaus is now the batter. And he's going to hit a single. See if that does not send Eckstein to third. So they have runners at first and second with only 1 out. And Garrett Anderson is the batter. And he is going to be out. He's going to fly out to Dave Philly. And that will bring up Tim Salmon. Tim Salmon, a dangerous hitter. 22 home runs, 102 strikeouts, though. Did walk 71 times, though. He got on base. The man got on base, but he's out. So now we have Bob Feller batting for us here in the bottom of the third inning in a 0-0 game between the 1954 Cleveland Indians and the 2002 Anaheim Angels. And that's going to be a strikeout. Bob Feller goes down on strikes, and Vic Wertz is the batter. And he's going to be out. He's going to ground out to Adam Kennedy, very good second baseman in his own right. And that brings up Sam Dente. And Sam Dente has a hit today already, but he's out there. So we're going back to the field. Feller is going to be pitching to Brad Fulmer. Fulmer hit 289 and had 19 home runs. And he's going to have one right there. And so he makes it 1-0 Angels. Brad Fulmer goes deep for the Angels, and that brings Adam Kennedy to the plate. And Adam Kennedy will be out. He grounds out to Bobby Avila at second, and Darren Erstad is now up. And he is going to be out. He's going to ground out to Vic Wertz. And that brings up Benji Molina, the catcher. Now, he hit 245 with 5 home runs in 2002, but he is out. But the Angels took the lead in the 4th inning, and now we're in the bottom of the 4th losing 1-0, and Bobby Avila is the batter. You got to think that this 1954 Indians lineup will be able to score some runs. As a matter of fact, the Indians were considered, I think, the best team that never won the World Series. I think they went to the World Series. Correct me if I'm wrong on all of this, but I think they went to the World Series and lost. And many people consider them to be the best team that never won the World Series. And Doby is going to line a double. So he is on base with 2 down and Al Smith up. And he is going to hit a single. Let's see if Doby can score on that. He can. And so we tie the game. And that's what I thought. This team had it in them to tie this game up and score some more runs. And Hegan is the batter, but he is going to be out for the 3rd out. And Appier is the batter again for Feller. So nice. We've got a tie game on our hands here in the top of the 5th inning. And that's going to be a strikeout. And by the way, I do in the future plan on doing another health update video, just to let you guys know, keep you guys informed on how my health is going and how that may impact the channel. Don't know if that'll be this week, but sometime over the next 2 weeks. I think the last straight health update I had was back in December. So I think we're due for another one. Garrett Anderson is up with Eckstein aboard and 2 down, and he's going to walk. So now the Angels have 2 aboard with Salmon as the batter. And let's see what happens here. He is going to get out. He flies out to Dave Philly. So we still have a 1-1 game on our hands in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we will swing away. Dave Philly, as a matter of fact, is a man up, but he flies out to Garrett Anderson. There is 1 down, and that will bring to the plate Bob Feller. By the way, I encourage people, give me a thumbs up for the video and leave a comment. That always helps the channel. And of course, if you're not subscribed, you're just watching this and you've just stumbled upon my channel, definitely please subscribe to the channel. All of that helps the channel immensely. Vic Wertz, we have aboard with Dente at the plate and 2 down. And that is going to be another out. He's going to ground out to Troy Glaus. And so we are in the top of the 6th inning, pitching to Brad Fulmer, who has homered in this game already. And let's see what he does here. He's going to be out. And Adam Kennedy is the batter. I like this game also. Digital Diamond. I really do like Digital Diamond. That is going to be a ground out to Sam Dente at short. And Darren Erstad is the batter. And actually, that was a line drive to Dente, not a ground out. But Bobby Avila's up here in the bottom of the 6th. He's going to swing away, and he's going to be out. He is going to ground out to Brad Fulmer at first base. This Angels lineup is very formidable. I got to say that. And now we have Al Rosen. He grounds out to Eckstein. I think the Angels, I want to say the Angels won the World Series over the Giants that year. But again, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if that's not right. Benji Molina is the batter, the lesser known of the Molina brothers, or the lesser in talent for sure. But he gets a single. He singles to center field. So the Angels have a man aboard with nobody out here in the 7th. Feller looks like he's pretty tired, although that's kind of hard to believe because it's Bob Feller and it's from back in the day. But we'll see what happens. That is going to be it was a bunt and an out. So now they have a man at second, Molina, with Eckstein up and one down. And we will try to get Feller as much playing time as possible. That is going to be an out. He's out to Bobby Avila, but that does move the runner again, and now Molina is at third base with two down, and Troy Glaus up. And Troy Glaus, of course, had power. He hit 30 home runs. Here he's going to hit a double to right field. And so he's on second. He knocks in the Angels' second run. Still a very good game. And that's going to be a single. I wonder if it's because Bob Feller is tired. But I'm going to try to get him through this inning. They score 2 runs. Again, I would expect this Indians lineup to be better than this, to score more runs than this. But that is going to be an out. So the Indians are up here in the bottom of the 7th, and we're losing 3-1 with Al Smith up. And he's going to hit a triple. So we possibly have a really good chance at a run here with Jim Hegan up. Now, Hegan wasn't a great hitter, and he shows it there. He's going to pop out to Molina. Dave Philly is the batter. We got to get this, at least get this run in, and then hold them. That's going to be an out, but it's an out to Fulmer. Does it score the run? It does not. And so there's 2 down now, and Bob Feller up, and I am going to... All right, well, I'm going to have to swing away with Bob Feller because I can't figure out how to get him out of the game and pinch hit for him. So we'll try to take him out now. All right, I did figure out how to get Early Win into the game as the pitcher. So we will proceed from there. He's going to pitch to Brad Fulmer. And Kennedy is the batter, and he will pitch to Kennedy. There's 1 down with nobody on here in the Angels' 8th. They lead 3-1. That is going to be an out to Larry Doby, and Darren Erstad is the batter with 2 down. And he is out to Vic Wertz. And Vic Wertz is the batter here in the bottom of the 8th. We need 2 runs. The Indians need 2 runs to tie the game and 3 to win it. So Vic Wertz is batting against now Dennis Cook, and he is out, which brings up Sam Dente. And he will swing away. And he's going to walk. So Dente is aboard. Now we've got Bobby Avila up. And he is going to hit a single. Let's see if he can get... No 2 bases on that. So Al Rosen is the batter with 2 aboard and only 1 out for us. Let's see if Rosen can help us, help the cause. He can't. He strikes out. So Larry Doby is the batter. And he is going to be out. So we do not score. And we go to the top of the 9th, where the Indians have where the Angels have the 3-1 lead over our Indians. And Molina is going to hit a single, so he's aboard. With Brendan Donnelly, the pitcher. Are they going to pinch hit for him, though? And they do, with Scott Spiezio, son of Ed Spiezio, who used to play for the San Diego Padres in the 70s. And that will be an out, and it's going to be a fly out to Larry Doby, apparently. And Eckstein is the batter. And he is going to be out. he flies out to Dave Philly, and Troy Glaus is at the plate. Let's hope Glaus doesn't launch one, because we are within catching distance technically right now. But that's going to be a single, so Glaus keeps the inning alive for the Angels, and it's a two-base single with Garrett Anderson up. And he will be out to Vic Wertz. So we have to get 2 runs right here in the bottom of the 9th. And we are facing Troy Percival, their closer. But that's going to be a triple. Again, we have a leadoff triple, something that should help us out. But again, we have Jim Hegan as the batter with a runner 90 feet away, and he's going to strike out. So that brings up Dave Philly. And Dave Philly, really not too much better than Hegan, in fact, not. But he does get a single and drive in the second run for us. So, oh, no, maybe that was that was a wild pitch. Should have been a single, but it wasn't. And Philly is out to Kennedy, so there's 2 down now. And we're losing 3-2. We need a home run right here. Oh, I let Early Win bat, but it doesn't matter because I can't figure out how to change the batter at the plate. And that is it. So we will take a look at the box score. Here's the box score for Anaheim, for the 2002 Anaheim Angels. Take a quick look. Glaus was 3 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. So he was killing us. And then, we had Al Smith that was 3 for 3, but pretty much everybody else kind of mundane. And Feller went 7. He allowed 7 hits and 3 earned runs. And Wynn went 2 and allowed no runs. For them, Appier went 7 and allowed only 1 run, and Cook and Donnelly were perfect in their combined inning that they pitched. And then Percival pitched 1 inning and allowed a run, but that wasn't enough to lose the game for them, as the 2002 Angels have beaten the 1954 Cleveland Indians by the score of 3-2. Mainly because I couldn't figure out how to get a pinch hitter in twice. But that is going to be it for me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, signing off.